The fishing news is brought to you by Shoreline Insurance Agency, Interlux Marine Paint, Maxima Fishing Line, and Okuma.
Hey folks, Fred Golofaro here for this week's Fisherman's Video Fishing Forecast. And I'm sitting here today with Billy Cerise from Whitewater Sport Fishing Boats. Whitewater has the largest selection of sport fishing boats in the Northeast. They also have a show going on this weekend that's been extended due to the Tobay Boat Show being stretched out. So come on down here. They're on Sunrise Highway in Sayville, or on the eastbound side of Sunrise. And Billy, tell me something about, I know you got some new boat lines.
We do. Thanks, Fred. I appreciate it. Like Fred was saying, my name is Billy from Whitewater Marine Boats, one of the largest boat dealers on the East Coast. We're known for our Parker boats, but we added a few more members to the fleet. We have our Invincible line now, 33 to 42. All models will be shown. We also have our Sportsman boats, 17 to 31 center consoles. Great family fish boats, great boats to have, whether you're a bay guy, an offshore guy, whether you're a cruising guy. I mean, we really we cover the whole spectrum of boating. And it's not just new boats, Fred. We also have a great pre-owned inventory that's from current to newer to year, whether you're spending $10,000 or $700,000. You know, so it's
out of my budget.
Yeah, I know, me too. But we all like to look, we all like to dream, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So, and like you were saying, because of the weather, and actually because of such a great turnout we had during the weather, we're actually going to extend it, and that just means, well, what does it mean? It means that you guys are actually you're going to be able to take advantage now of all the factory incentives, all the dealer incentives, the electronics packages that we're putting with boats. I mean, it's going to be a great show. So I know that the weather's going to be nice this weekend. So if you're out on the water and it's a little too windy for you, it's not going to be windy here on Sunrise Highway. So what better way to end the season, right? With a newer pre-owned boat.
There you go. You got it.
Yeah.
So make your way down this weekend. See Billy. He'll be here all weekend.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
I'm sure you'd rather be out fishing, but
no.
gotta take care of those customers.
I know the fish are here.
That's right. The fish are here, and we got some striped bass tournaments coming up, and there's still time to get into a boat for some of these big tournaments coming up, and there are some big striped bass around. So come down, make it down to the show, and see Billy. Bill.
Hey.
Thanks very much.
Pleasure. Thank you very much. Take care, guys.
And we're going to get into our reports here. It is looking like it's going to be a windy weekend. They're calling for some 20 to 25 knot winds out of the northerly quarter. So if you can find your way out of the wind, there is a lot of good fishing going on around the island right now. Some excellent black fishing, and it's all around the island. It's the North Shore, it's the East End, even down the South Shore. On the South Shore, it's the inshore reefs and wrecks, and also inlet jetties for your shore guys, even places like the Jones Beach Pier. Up on the North Shore, guys are telling me they're getting good blackfishing in as little as 10 feet of water, 10 to 20 feet of water. And out east, Fisher's Island's been the hot spot lately. A lot of nice fish coming from there. To be honest though, around most of the island, there's a lot of shorts. In fact, some guys are telling me 2 out of 20 fish are keepers, but even the shorts are decent fish, 14 to 16 inches. Remember, the size limit is 16 inches, and you have a 4-fish bag limit. So a lot of action, so get in on that. And not all small fish. There's Joe Moley's 16.20 pounder. That was caught at the Atlantic Beach Reef on Sunday on a green crab, and it was weighed at Bay Park Fishing Station in Oceanside. Don't forget, Saturday marks the reopening of the sea bass fishing outside the 3-mile limit in federal waters. Those fish are ready and waiting, along with a lot of big porgies, a lot of scup, so that should make for some lock and load bottom action probably right through November and most of December. Striper action's been solid. Quite a few big fish pulled from the bunker schools along the South Shore, on live bunker, snag and dropping, and also trolled on bunker spoons. Monday saw some hot action east of Fire Island Inlet. Fish are on bunker schools, although it did fizzle out on Tuesday. Doubt the fish left, just a matter of finding them again. And there are a couple of striped bass tournaments slated for this weekend along the South Shore. There's the Viking striped bass tournament based out of the Viking Inn in Islip, and there's also the Kismet Inn striped bass tournament on the weekend. Big blues are lighting things up in the Western Sound and also along the South Shore. Several 19 to 20 pounders reported just in the last couple of days. The biggest to come to our attention was a 23 pounder caught aboard the Captree Pride. Captain Ken reported an all-out bail job on monster blues. That was on Monday and Tuesday of this week. A good nighttime tuna bite developed out at the Hudson Canyon. That's going to be very iffy with this with the weather forecast. You'll need a good weather window to make that run. And this, as I said, this weekend looks a little questionable for that, but if you can get away next week and the weather settles down, there's yellowfins and longfins waiting for you out there. In the surf, mostly schoolies scattered around the island, the Moriches area, both sides of the inlet. There's been some action with fish up to like 32, 34 inches, all the way to the breach at fins. Fire Island, some good shots of, again, same size fish. And there was some good fishing along the Fire Island communities if you can get over there, if you have access there. But also at Democrat and Cedar. In fact, Cedar Beach produced some fish into the mid 30-pound class on bunker chunks this week. On the North Fork, there's been a mix of albies, blues, and bass. They're scattered along the North Fork from East Marion all the way back through Southold. And if you're looking for bluefish, the Central and Western Sound harbors are hosting a lot of big blues. Again, the harbors are filled with bunker, so the bluefish, they're not going anywhere too soon as long as those bunkers stick around. Again, if you're into surf fishing, there's the South Shore Surf Spectacular. That's based out of Jones Beach Fishing Station in Jones Beach. It's a $15 entry fee, and you get a free t-shirt, a hat. You can enter up until noon Saturday. Prizes for the 3 best bass, bluefish, and blackfish. You don't have to go far for the blackfish. They've been doing really well right on the Jones Beach Pier there. And that's about a wrap there. Until next week, I'm Fred Golofaro for thefisherman.com.
The fishing news is brought to you by Shoreline Insurance Agency, Interlux Marine Paint, Maxima Fishing Line, and Okuma.